Hey friends. So another year is gone. It's crazy. What a year this has been, really. So I actually wanted to take a few minutes reflecting on 2024 as we're getting ready to get into 2025 as 2025 is about to start. Um, First of all, I am in general really excited about 2025. I have some, as far as music and content and stuff comes, I have some pretty big plans, and I'm really really excited to get those done. But I, of course, want to talk about just how this year, specifically these last few months, have been very life changing, literally life changing, very different for me, and not necessarily in a great way, but in a way I feel like I've grown a lot as a person. Starting with the elephant in the room, I lost my dad this year in 2024, and that was, of course, really difficult for myself and my family. It was really unexpected. It just kind of happened real quick. He was sick for about a week, and then he just got worse and worse and worse, and he ended up passing away. And that was, it was extremely difficult. Losing a parent is never easy. I 0%, 0 stars recommend this. Not a fun experience at all. But one thing that I did learn, though, is this really, I feel like, changed me a lot as a person. In a way, it forced me to grow up some more. I'm almost 40. I'm turning 40 years old next year, so in 2025. So it's not like I'm not grown up, right? But sometimes it's interesting because when you have your parents, and when you lose a parent or when you lose parents, it's like you're all of a sudden forced to become another person, right? Like, I'll give you a great example. For Christmas this year, my dad and my mom, and we also lost one of my aunts, my dad's youngest sister, this year, and they all worked together to make sure that everything was organized, everything was taken care of, food, cost of things as far as for like Christmas celebrations and stuff. And this year, without both my dad and my aunt, I kind of felt like I had to take a bigger step in this role and help my mom put this together and help try to keep our family together somehow. And these are things that I never even thought that I had to do before my dad passed away. So aside from all of that, there was actually some really great things that happened this year. My wife and I went to a few concerts and had just good time together this year. I released my first album, Second Chances, my first full album, because I had released a EP back in 2022, but this was my first album that I released in May, with 11 songs in it. And yeah, that was really crazy that I was able to do that. And I am working on some other things. Can't really quite reveal yet what it is, but I'm working on some other things for next year. But yeah, just being able to release my own album, that was a dream that I've had for so long. And you can find Second Chances on all streaming platforms. This is just a CD that I printed. I have a few of these still left, actually. But yeah, it's available on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, all of them. I can't even name them all. So what's next for 2025? Like I said, aside from the fact that I am working on some new music, there is just also, other things I have planned. So I'm going to be doing some more local gigs. I'm setting some things up. I'm also going to continue streaming on Twitch. Coming into 2024, I wasn't exactly sure what role live streaming and social media were going to play in my life. The reason behind it is because in 2023, after I got sick, and I've done a ton of videos about it, so I'm not even going to bore you with it, but after I got sick, I kind of started taking inventory of what I wanted my music career to look like. And it kind of is something that took me a while to get to where I was like, okay, this is what I want it to be. And I'm still, in a way, I think I'm just always going to be figuring it out. But when I started live streaming on Twitch back in 2020 during the pandemic, that was, of course, because things had shut down locally. And so I started going into the internet and to be able to just play music and just, just be able to do all of those things. And now that, life has generally gone back to normal, I have really found myself kind of like at a crossroads, right? Where I don't know if I necessarily want to just 100% do only local gigs, or if I want to continue online. I feel there's such a great opportunity for just growth on the internet, and I've met some incredible people thanks to it. And so that's going to continue. Might look a little bit different. I was kind of banking on doing more TikTok, but that might go away, so I may need to find something else to do. But anyway, yeah, there's a lot of things that are going on that I'm really excited about. And yeah, just kind of, just looking forward to getting back to things. I took a little bit of a break when my dad passed away, just to kind of recompose myself and get back in the groove of things. And now, now I feel ready. I feel ready to come back, and I'm really excited about it. I'm also working on some more content online, just in general, like some YouTube videos, maybe a series of tutorials. And so, yeah, some of that, like all of that is coming up, and I'm really, really excited about it. So anyway, this has been my little kind of mini attempt at a year in review. Again, 2024 was a big year in so many ways. In some ways that I didn't want it to be, it was a big year, and it was very life-changing. And again, I can't stress enough, and I'm still dealing with grieving the loss of my dad. My dad and I were very close, and I'm still grieving his loss. But one thing that I've decided, and this is something that can help anybody that has been through the same situation or is going through this situation, you're always going to miss that person. I miss my dad every single day. There's not a day that I don't wake up thinking about him in, one way or another. I just am always thinking about him. But I know that he lives in my heart, and I know that he lives here with me, even though he's not here physically anymore. And whatever your image of the afterlife might be, right? I'm not a religious person. I stopped being one a long time ago. But I do definitely believe that the souls of your loved ones stay with you once they pass. And just that is what gives me comfort, and that's what gives me peace. And my dad was a generally very positive person about life. He worked hard. He did so many things in life, and I just really, really admire that of him. And yeah, one of the things that I told myself as I was dealing with, just really some depression and some stuff that I've had since he passed, one of the things that I really told myself is that I'm going to continue living. I'm going to continue doing things. I'm going to continue doing the things that make me happy, because that's what he would have wanted. And so, yeah, I'm just going to be chugging along with 2025. Again, I got some new stuff in the works, and I'm really excited about it. And yeah, this video is, of course, pre-recorded, but because I only have the chance to say this now, I will see you in 2025. Take care.